It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA. We're joined by the legends Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight's broadcast will feature the Milwaukee Bucks as they go up against the Los Angeles Clippers at Staples Center. For Los Angeles, in comparison to where they were record-wise at this point last season, it seems they've taken a step backwards. They're trying to make up that ground. And let us talk, guys, about DeAndre Jordan. Incredible player, but if this game comes down to the wire, we might see the hacka, and I know you have some thoughts on this, big fella. You don't even like us to call it the hacka Shaq.
Yeah, because it didn't work. It definitely didn't work for me. So whoever they're hacking, call it them. We all know that free throws are part of the game, and it's a viable strategy. He has improved on his free throws, but he is a liability in late-game situations. But as long as he hits them when he needs to hit them, he'll be okay. He has to hit at least one.
Well, I think, if you're a dominant player like Shaq was, then the hack of Shaq doesn't work because he was so dominant.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. Hi, this is Kevin Harlan, joined by my partners, Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. It's a single-game return to Los Angeles for the Clippers as they look for a boost from their home crowd. They're getting their first look at the season at the Bucks in this one. A year ago, they each gained a victory at home, but couldn't secure a win on the road.
And it was a matchup you thought they would have cruised through, but they actually dropped a game in this series last year.
Greg, it was 1-1 split from two teams on the opposite side of the standings. As we've said many times, anything can happen when you play out of conference.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Matthews, he's in at point guard. At the 2 and the 3 are Mayo and Parker. Greg Monroe is out there with Splitter.
That's an efficient start for them offensively, working it inside for the easy 2 points.
And Clark, that's what you like to duplicate time and time again for the rest of the game.
Here's Crawford after the made shot from Greg Monroe. Outside Griffin. Paul kicks to Crawford. Just 5 on the clock. And the baseline jumper, no good. Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against the Jazz in Salt Lake City. And here's Matthews for the 3. Can't get it to go. Ball against Matthews. Ball outside. Parker against Pierce. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
He got a little room at the rim and laid it in. Great play.
Clippers on defense. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And the deciding factor in that one was their success from the floor. I mean, they just hit big shots time and time again.
Yeah, just the way you want it when you're the road team. Don't even give the fans a chance to get into it.
And here is Paul, following the three-pointer by Freak Griffin. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
He doesn't get the second one.
You can tell that miss at the line might stick with him for a while. Always hurts to miss a chance to take the lead. How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Paul kicks to Jordan. It's Pierce on the wing. back iron.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
And there's O.J. Mayo on the assist by Matthews. Mayo's got his second basket of the game. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Down low, here's Griffin, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
I'll tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
Now here's Matthews. 23 points for him the last game against Chicago.
Yeah, but I like how he defended as well. You know, he got a couple blocks in that game and just an all-around great effort. Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Matthews with it, defended by Paul. Monroe with a screen on Paul. Pass to Parker. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Milwaukee shooting their first free throw of the evening. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Pierce attacking. Crawford outside. Beyond the arc. And he gets it to go. Crawford's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Yeah, poor job defensively, giving him such a clear look at the basket from three-point range.
And here's Matthews from the arc. And it's Matthews again missing. The Clippers in the lead. To the inside. Here's Paul. Here's Griffin. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Griffin's got 5 points so far. Outside Matthews. To the paint. It's tipped and stolen by Jordan. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And that last replay courtesy of Pia. And the Clippers making a switch here. Redick is checked in. Milwaukee also making some changes. Miles Plumlee's checked in for Splitter. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Jabari Parker. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for O.J. Mayo. Now here's Matthews. He's an offensive force, averaging nearly 26 points a game. Plumlee sets the pick for Matthews. Antetokounmpo passes to Plumlee. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Here's Griffin. No luck. Good work defensively by Monroe. Bucks trail by 4. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Guys, I caught up with Doc Rivers for a minute. We discussed their game plan defensively, and he mentioned that controlling Greg Monroe will be crucial. He said Monroe is a guy who can score inside, rebounds well, and his passing really sets him apart. Their offense runs best when it goes through his hands, so pressuring him and staying vigilant is essential for us. Guys, can they slow him down?
Thank you, Doris. And Griffin sends it back. Paul kicks to Crawford. Doubled by Plumlee. Paul with the ball. Matthews covering. A drive by Paul. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Yeah, great look, but disappointing with the miss.
Boy, what happened on that one, Greg? I mean, that's almost an automatic shot for him. Let's take a look at what the last month has looked like for the Bucks as far as NBA stats go. First in field goal percentage. First in three-point shooting. They're also ranked #1 in taking care of the ball. Not many turnovers. They value possessions like no other.
You said it all right there. The hottest shooting team in the league. And that tells you not only are they shooting it well, but they're also focused on creating terrific opportunities for one another.
Ties it up, and this next one would give them the lead. Cole Aldrich, he's checked in for the Clippers. Cannon comes in for Chris Paul. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Carter Williams is checked in. Here's Cannon. He's coming off a 10-point game against Utah. Jordan the screen. Crawford, no one around him. A three-pointer is right on target. Crawford's got 6 points.
And the lead goes right back. What a seesaw affair we've got going on.
This game's right there for the taking, but neither team can quite grab hold of it. Like a slippery bar of soap there. Somebody's got to take charge here. I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number one right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. For Milwaukee, they have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. The first one falls. Donald Sloan's checked in for the Clippers. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. And Aldridge sends it back. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. And here's Matthews for the 3. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists now in this one. We've got 1:23 left in the first quarter. It's Redick on the wing. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Carter Williams dishes to Hardaway. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
Here's Cannon, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Sloan, that's good. Sloan's got himself on the board with 3 there. Clark, a lot of give and take between these sides early.
Kevin, how about 6 lead changes in this half already?
And both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Matthews, no one around him. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
The Clippers trail. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Jordan with a screen on Matthews. Here's Sloan. Rebound, Milwaukee. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
And hard to say whether it was the game plan defensively that let them down or just the inability to really bring the fire on that side of the ball.
And guys, it was a bit befuddling to me as to why they stuck with it. I mean, they dug themselves a hole and couldn't find the tweaks they needed to get out of it.
And so lots of scoring in that. The impressive play of late from Freak, it's caught the attention of even the most veteran and respected players in the NBA. Just ask Paul Pierce.
I'm seeing a guy who just feels like nobody in the world can stop him. And, you know, that's how he's playing, and he's showing it every night. He's showing that he has something to prove. And every night he just seems like he still has a lot to prove, and that's the way he's going out playing.
Jordan, he's checked in for Aldridge. Crawford comes in for Paul Pierce. J.J. Redick's checked in for Donald Sloan. And it's Isaiah Cannon in for Paul. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Matthews in at point guard. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Miles Plumlee. And it's Vaughn in at the shooting guard position. The Bucks working the ball around. Outside Matthews. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Matthews. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Los Angeles leading by 6. From 11 feet away. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there just tore the D to shreds.
Let's take this opportunity to show you the teams that have been the best three-point shooting squads over the last 10 games. Bucks number 1.
The main factor, I think, is the great spacing. That has led to wide-open, long-range shots, and that's why we see the great numbers from the 3.
Left side, Hardaway. Hardaway gets a screen from Matthews. Hardaway passes to Matthews. They set the pick. 6 on the shot clock. Second shot opportunity. That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to 6 in the bucket from Plumlee.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Pass to Cannon. Uncovered. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
And Matthews kicks to Plumlee. Back to Matthews. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Now just a 4-point Los Angeles lead. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Bulls, boy, was he tremendous. He ended with 23 points and played some lockdown defense as well, causing havoc on both ends of the floor. This game is just the latest performance in what has been a hot streak for him. Will he bring the fire tonight, guys?
Thank you, Doris. He was the player they leaned on that night. He didn't disappoint him.
Not at all. Came through in a big way. Whatever they needed from him, he was able to deliver.
Well, I think he actually gave them a little more than what they needed. Terrific all-around effort.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
Monroe's checked in for Vaughn. Picked by Griffin. Teardrop shot. Milwaukee with the rebound. Plumlee's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Antetokounmpo kicks to Plumlee. Hardaway dishes to Matthews. Screen by Monroe. Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Matthews.
And he does it again. What can you say? The defense continues to allow him to get open out there. They've got to know that he can knock down that shot. Put somebody on him.
And he's clearly just disappeared here this quarter, not making any contributions here with his offense.
And Greg, it's been hard to watch. I mean, you can see his frustration. He's actually looking forward to the end of this period so we can have a fresh start for the next one.
Crawford kicks to Redick, and he gets it to go. Redick's got 7 points in the game.
In the first, he had trouble hitting with any consistency. But here in the second, he's turned it around.
Now, here's Matthews. He's got 18. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Blake Griffin. That free throw, no good. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. With 4 seconds on the clock, and he gets the bucket. And it's a 5-point Los Angeles lead.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget it.
And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. The Clippers on top, leading by 5. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Doug, what's allowed the rhythm and efficiency you guys are playing with right now?
Because we're running, we're pushing the ball up the floor, but it's still a close game. It's really loose balls, turnovers, and offensive rebounds. So we got to do a better job there.
Coach, thank you so much. Back to you guys at the table.
Thank you so much, Doris. Great interview as always. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with the second half of basketball shortly.